So I came into filmmaking from a really non-traditional perspective. I started my undergrad degree in computer science and pretty quickly realized I didn't want to do that. I was at a school that didn't have a film production program, so I chased graphic design, broadcasting, and film studies, and eventually majored in philosophy. But as I continued to take film studies classes, I realized that this was the field that combined all of my interests. This is where I wanted to be going forward. So when I graduated with my philosophy degree, I started looking for jobs in film production. I realized that I needed more experience, and I found a great position here at Franklin and Marshall working in their film program. I really wanted to take advantage of the fact that for the first time ever, I was in a community of filmmakers. I had faculty members that had a lot of experience making films that I was working under. I had students with a lot of interest in making films that I was teaching, and I wanted to take advantage of this. I wanted to push my own work. So I started a project in September of 2011. At the time, I was really interested in narrative work. I was inspired by all of these great filmmakers, and I thought, let me just right off the bat try something that I didn't realize it, but it was just too much for me at that time. I needed more experience to pull it off. So I decided to revise my approach. I was watching a lot of experimental films, and I saw all of this great work being done by independent filmmakers, totally on their own. And it made me want to go out and try my hand at a new process. So I leaned back on my philosophy background, learning to observe and report on the environment that I found myself in. I would go to a place and try to look as closely as I could and listen as closely as I could and find little narratives, little things that were interesting, and come up with project ideas from them. And in doing so, I really found myself creating works in a way that was exciting to me and wasn't outside of my realm of possibilities. As of right now, that problematic project continues to be unfinished, sitting on the shelf, and I plan to turn it into something someday. But for now, I'm quite fulfilled, quite happy with just continuing to make my own films through a process that I've become comfortable with.